stress, pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Let's talk about Alabama. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded to several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take Demons start this year off good and maybe forget about last year's edge.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Manning. He's got an open man. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
First quarter, first drive, first strike delivered, and it's the defense that comes up with the big play. Talking to the defensive coordinator, he felt really good about his past defense, and he wasn't lying. Interception on the first drive, great possession.
Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Larson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Young. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. That's reeled in. It's Richardson. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. The quarterback overthrowing that guy with his type of speed. There aren't a lot of dudes that have the arm talent to overthrow him, but somehow we just saw it happen right there.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense picks it up.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense. This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. Scrambling away. Trying to escape and get it himself. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy.
Wide open spaces. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Manning. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
Man, this defense has their hands full today, because not only do they have to worry about the running backs, and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands. 1st down.
Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Young. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you...
There he goes! Big gain on that one as he stepped out of bounds with a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked.
Heck's going for the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Irish! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Here comes the heat. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Trying to get the corner. Finding an escape route. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Simmons. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. 2nd down coming up. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Manning. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Makes the catch. It's Simmons. Breaks into the open. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he got the ball.
Looking to fire. Moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the left. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Floating away. He's going to run it. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get his 1st down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Richardson. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. To the air on 1st down. He's taking the shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield very late in the half. Grabbed over the middle. It's Larson. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on
going for the big play. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early. He's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He unleashes a long one. He's got it inside the 25. Boy, he almost finished this half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We're all locked up here in the 3rd quarter as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Young. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Turning it on! Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Rushes on him. Makes the grab, it's Little. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got it behind the line. It's Young. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Trying to barge their way in. He's stopped. 4th and goal, and he lost a yard back to the 2.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that 4th down and failing to convert there has to sting. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Carr. Flips it out on the screen. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Young. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need the...
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Unloads to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Larson. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
And offenses practice the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get 1st downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was paid.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. Coming out with it, it's Adams. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He's going for it all. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Looking downfield, it's Manning. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Now improvising. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Fires left. Wide open downfield. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Makes the grab on 3rd. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. The short hand, it's Larson. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. This was called a measuring stick game. Should they be the higher-ranked team? This passing attack has put them in position to move up a few notches in the next set of rankings.
I'm not sure if that was a question, Reese, but the answer is yes. They should have been ranked higher. And proving it, Palmer, with the explosive passing attack. I don't see a team in the country that's going to slow them down enough or stop them. That ain't going to happen.
And, David, it hasn't even been close. The fact that they were the lower-ranked team coming in, they should be way out ahead. They are so much more talented, and we've seen that talent show up on offense throwing the ball.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looking for a man, it's Carr. Finds his man, it's Richardson. It's a running one, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Rice has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside this building that hosted Super Bowl VIII. They're up by a field goal over Northwestern. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The quick out. Lowers those pads. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. And his throw is incomplete.
This offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation.
There he goes. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Makes the grab. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Got his man out of the backfield. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires into the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Still on his feet. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to